welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going to be looking ahead to the future of Bollywood
Oh, wow.
in 2025.
Okay.
And we have this really cool podcast,
Oh.
Anticipated Hindi Movies of 2025.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, and it's just like this treasure trove of like all these different films from these like big, huge budget, the big spectacle movies to sequels to like all these new concepts. So we're going to kind of do deep dive into that and see what Bollywood has in store for us in 2025.
One thing that strikes me just looking at this list is that there is just so much variety.
Yeah.
And I think that really shows how Bollywood storytelling is evolving. There's a growing confidence and a willingness to experiment with different genres and just take risks.
Yeah, totally. So let's jump in.
Okay.
The first thing we have is these big budget blockbusters. And the first one we're going to talk about is Pathan 3, which is a third film in the Yash Raj Films spy universe.
Okay.
So it started with Ikhtai, Tiger, and War.
Okay.
And it's all kind of like this shared world of super spies.
It's interesting, the continued success of these like action spy movies, especially like the YRF spy universe, really points to this growing appetite for homegrown, Indian high-octane spectacles that can really rival Hollywood in scale and ambition.
Exactly. And Shah Rukh Khan is coming back as Pathan.
Yes.
And there's rumors that he might team up with Hrithik Roshan and Tiger Shroff.
Really?
I know. Can you imagine?
Oh, my God.
The action sequences with those three together?
And, it's not just about mindless action.
Right. Yeah.
I think it really taps into this desire for, these heroic figures who, represent a sense of justice and order in a world that can often feel very chaotic and unpredictable.
Totally. So next up, we have another blockbuster sequel, Brahmastra Part 2, Dev.
Oh!
So the first one had all those cliffhangers and unanswered questions.
Right.
And Part 2 is supposed to go even deeper into the Astraverse, which is like this mythological universe the director created.
Right.
And it expands on the powers of the Astras.
Okay.
It's going to have new characters.
I see.
Ranbir Kapoor and Alia Bhatt are coming back as Shiva and Isha.
Okay.
And they're going to face even greater threats to humanity this time.
It's going to be interesting to see if they can kind of strike that balance between satisfying the existing fans who really want answers to all those questions, but then also make the film accessible to newcomers.
Yeah, who are just jumping into this complex mythology for the first time.
Right.
Exactly. And you can't talk about blockbusters without talking about Rohit Shetty.
Of course not.
He's coming back with Singham again.
Oh, okay.
The latest in his cop universe.
Wow.
Ajay Devgn is returning as Bajirao Singham. And he's got this amazing all-star cast.
Oh, wow.
Deepika Padukone, Ranveer Singh, and Akshay Kumar.
It's fascinating. His whole cop universe, he's kind of cultivated this very particular brand of action comedy that really glorifies these larger-than-life police officers who operate outside the bounds of the law.
Yeah.
And it makes you think, what does that say about our fascination with vigilantism and our desire for swift, decisive justice?
It really is.
Which is an interesting reflection of the socio-political climate.
Yeah, it really does make you think about what does that say about our anxieties?
Right.
And the desire for these strong, decisive figures in a world that feels out of control.
Yeah, but sometimes you just want to see a car explode.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Totally.
So
let's move on to sequels.
All right.
And the first one's Doom 4.
Okay.
Fast cars, daring heists.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, Doom has always been about pushing the limits with the action sequences.
Right.
And having these really charismatic villains.
Yes.
And so the big question this time is, who's going to be the antagonist?
Yeah, who could it be?
And the source mentions Ranveer Singh.
Ooh, interesting.
I know, and I honestly think he would be brilliant.
He definitely has the charisma and the energy to pull it off.
Yeah.
But those are some big shoes to fill. You've got John Abraham and Amir Khan in the previous films.
Yeah.
Can he match those iconic performances?
And what kind of dynamic will he bring to the franchise?
Exactly.
So I think he could bring something really fresh and unexpected.
Right.
And speaking of defying expectations, we have Stree 2.
Oh, okay.
The first one was this surprise hit. Blend of horror and comedy.
I remember.
And it looks like the sequel is aiming to double down on both the scares and the laughs.
It's interesting, Stree kind of subtly wove in some social commentary.
Right.
Touching on gender dynamics, small town anxieties.
Yeah.
Even challenging superstitious beliefs.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they'll continue to explore those themes in the sequel.
Totally.
Or will they take a different approach?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah.
How are they going to build upon that foundation of social commentary?
Right.
While still delivering the chills and laughs that audiences loved.
Right.
Welcome back to The Deep Dive. We're continuing our look at the future of Bollywood in 2025.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And so we've looked at these big blockbusters and some sequels.
Right.
And now we're going to look at the films that are breaking new ground. Yeah. So these are the films that are really pushing the boundaries.
I see.
Experimenting with genres and offering like fresh perspectives.
It's really great to see Bollywood embracing these new concepts and innovative storylines.
Totally.
And it really shows a growing maturity within the industry.
Yes.
A willingness to take risks.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
let's start off with Chandrasekhar.
Okay.
Which is a biopic about the revolutionary freedom fighter, Chandrasekhar Azad.
Uh-huh.
And it stars Vicky Kaushal.
Oh, wow.
Who seems to have a real knack for bringing these historical figures to life.
He really does. He was phenomenal in Sardar Udham.
Exactly.
And I'm really eager to see how he embodies the fiery spirit and unwavering determination of Chandrasekhar Azad.
Yeah, and it just feels like Bollywood's embracing these biographical dramas more and more.
It's true.
Which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, and it's a powerful way to shine a light on these incredible figures from history.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
And reclaim these narratives that might have been overshadowed.
Exactly, yeah.
So speaking of reclaiming narratives, let's talk about Stree 2.
Yes.
This sequel builds upon the success of the first one, which were really cleverly blended horror and comedy to address these social anxieties. Yeah. Especially around gender dynamics and small-town superstitions.
It was such a refreshing take.
It really was.
Yeah, on the horror genre.
Yeah.
You laugh and you think at the same time.
Exactly.
And so I'm curious to see how they'll expand on those themes in the sequel.
Right, especially as these conversations around gender roles and societal expectations continue to evolve.
Yeah.
So will they bring back the original Stree, or will we see like a new supernatural entity emerge?
Absolutely.
To challenge these evolving social norms?
That's a great point. It's intriguing.
The possibilities are endless.
Totally.
So let's switch gears completely to a totally different genre.
Okay.
The Last Train.
Okay.
Which is a sci-fi thriller.
Oh, wow.
Set in this dystopian future.
Okay.
Where humanity's survival depends on, the last functioning train.
Okay. It stars Ayushmann Khurrana and Bhumi Pednekar.
Oh, wow.
And it's directed by Anand L. Rai, who's known for these really heartwarming dramas.
Right.
So it's kind of a departure for him.
A big one.
To do a dystopian thriller.
Yeah. I wonder if he'll bring his signature touch of humanism to this rather bleak premise.
Yeah, that's a great observation.
Yeah.
That is a bleak premise.
And it kind of echoes those global anxieties about climate change, resource scarcity, societal breakdown. But if anyone can find a glimmer of hope.
Right. Amidst all that darkness.
Right.
It's Anand L. Rai.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how he balances those anxieties while still making a compelling film.
Exactly.
So from a dystopian future, we're moving to a different kind of social commentary.
Okay.
The rumored dark comedy, Queen of Hearts.
Ooh, this one could be explosive.
Yeah, just imagine Rajkumar Rao and the Kangana Ranaut.
Oh my God.
Together.
The on-screen chemistry. I mean, they're both such powerhouse performers.
Yeah, they're known for their intensity and range.
The clash of their personalities alone.
I know.
Could be worth the price of admission.
Totally. But I do wonder, though.
Yeah.
With two such strong personalities, will the story kind of get lost?
Yeah. Will it get overshadowed by the fireworks, or will their combined talent
elevate the material and create something truly unique?
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's a gamble.
It is a gamble.
But it's one that could payoff.
Oh, yeah.
Spectacular.
Big time.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have a rumor that has been sending ripples through the industry.
Oh, wow.
Amir Khan is reportedly working on a secret project titled The Final Act.
I see.
And it could potentially be his last film before retirement.
Oh, wow. Amir Khan.
Yeah.
Known for his meticulous approach to filmmaking, his commitment to social commentary, his ability to deliver just really thought-provoking cinema.
Yeah.
So this rumored final act could be his most personal and impactful statement yet.
Totally. And it just makes you think.
What legacy does he want to leave behind? What message does he want to convey in this final bow?
That is definitely food for thought. It will be more than just entertainment. I think it'll be a cultural event.
Yeah.
A moment for reflection on his career and the impact he's had on Indian cinema.
Absolutely.
And we're back for our final segment of the deep dive.
We've gone through this incredible lineup of films coming out of Bollywood in 2025.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey.
Yeah, it has. From the blockbusters to the more socially conscious narratives.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to zoom out a little bit and think about the potential impact of all these films on a global scale.
Bollywood has always had a presence globally, especially within the Indian diaspora.
Right.
But I think these 2025 films, they have this real potential to resonate with an even broader international audience.
Totally. And what do you think it is specifically about these films that makes them so appealing to viewers beyond India? I think it's multifaceted appeal. Yeah. The visuals, the dance. The spectacle is captivating, of course. But there's an emotional depth. There are complex characters. And just this sheer energy that just transcends cultural boundaries.
The energy is definitely infectious. And I think
you're right.
The universality of the themes.
Yeah, absolutely.
In The Last Train, you have this dystopian future. With the scarcity, the social fragmentation that resonates with
the global anxiety.
Everyone. Regardless of where they're from.
Exactly. And then you have Chandrasekhar. This freedom fighter battling oppression. The theme of resisting injustice, fighting for your beliefs. It's a universal human experience.
Totally. And we can't forget the importance of representation. Seeing diverse characters and cultures on screen.
It's so powerful.
It is, especially for audiences who haven't traditionally seen themselves reflected in global cinema.
And the success of films like RRR and Pathan really demonstrates that international audiences, they crave diverse stories and perspectives. They want to experience the world through a different lens. And Bollywood offers that.
It seems like Bollywood's in this perfect position to provide this unique lens.
It is.
But it's not just about entertaining global audiences.
Yeah, it's about cultural exchange and deeper understanding.
Totally.
Yeah.
Do you think this signifies a Bollywood takeover?
I don't know if takeover is the right word, but we are witnessing a shift in the global entertainment landscape. Bollywood's no longer just an Indian phenomenon. It is a global force.
Yeah, and I am so here for it.
Me too.
I am so excited.
It's going to be exciting
to see how this all unfolds. But with any cultural shift, there are going to be challenges.
Of course, maintaining artistic integrity while appealing to this wider audience. There's always that risk of sacrificing cultural nuances for global success.
Yeah, that's a really crucial point.
It is. It's a tightrope walk.
It is.
But, I have faith in these filmmakers. They've proven time and time again that they can create these stories that are deeply rooted in Indian culture, but still resonate universally.
That's the magic of Bollywood.
It is. The heart, the passion.
The spectacle. And it can connect with audiences on this profoundly human level.
Regardless of where they come from.
No matter where they come from. So as we wrap up this deep dive into Bollywood 2025, I'm just so excited
Me too.
Like, I'm excited, I'm anticipating, I have cinematic joy.
Yes.
I want to see how these movies unfold. I want to see the impact they have on the world.
Yeah, and how they shape the future of storytelling.
Exactly.
So here's a final thought for you.
Okay.
To ponder.
Okay.
Imagine a world where Bollywood's influence extends beyond entertainment, and it starts to inspire social change.
Wow.
Shape political discourse.
Yeah.
Foster greater understanding between nations.
Wow.
Is that a future we dare to dream of?
That is definitely something to think about.
It is.
Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through the future of Bollywood.
Absolutely.
And until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep that cinematic spirit alive.